Fulham's remarkable 2-1 victory at Stamford Bridge on Thursday evening has sent shockwaves through the Premier League, as they stunned Chelsea with a late 95th-minute winner from substitute Rodrigo Muniz. The win was historic for Fulham, marking their first league victory at Chelsea's iconic home ground since 1979. It also provided a significant blow to Chelsea's title ambitions, as they remain in second place with 35 points, now 4 points behind Liverpool, who have played 2 games fewer and are set to play Leicester City later. The defeat also saw Chelsea's lead at the top of the table narrowing, with Arsenal closing in just 2 points behind, and the Gunners having a game in hand. Chelsea came into the match with momentum on their side, having been in strong form under manager Mauricio Pochettino. They took the lead after just 16 minutes, when Cole Palmer produced a moment of individual brilliance. Picking up the ball in a tight area near the edge of the box, Palmer twisted and turned past 2 Fulham defenders before playing a clever pass through the legs of Issa Diop and sliding the ball into the bottom corner. The finish was cool, precise, and perfectly executed, giving Chelsea an early advantage in the London derby and leaving Fulham with a mountain to climb. The Blues appeared to be in control of the match following Palmer's opener. They continued to press high, with Palmer himself coming close to doubling his tally. The young forward had 2 more shots on target, with Fulham's goalkeeper Bernd Leno producing important saves to deny him. In particular, Leno had to react quickly to save a diving header from Marc Cucurella, who had met a well-placed cross from the right. Chelsea captain Enzo Fernández also tested Leno with a powerful strike early in the second half, which the German goalkeeper managed to tip over the crossbar. Despite Chelsea's dominance in the opening stages, Fulham showed no signs of giving up. The visitors gradually found their rhythm and began to press Chelsea higher up the pitch as the match wore on. Their efforts were rewarded in the 82nd minute when Harry Wilson rose highest to meet a pinpoint cross from Andreas Pereira. Wilson's header from close range beat Chelsea goalkeeper Robert Sanchez, bringing Fulham level and giving the away side renewed belief that they could secure a historic result. From that point on, the match turned into a frenetic contest, with both teams pushing for the winning goal. Chelsea, whose control of the game had diminished in the second half, now found themselves under pressure. They struggled to regain the attacking fluidity that had seen them dominate early on and were increasingly pinned back into their own half. Fulham, by contrast, grew in confidence and continued to press forward with attacking intent. With the game heading into stoppage time, it was Fulham who struck the decisive blow. Substitute Sasa Lukic, who had come on in the second half, played a perfectly weighted pass into the path of Muniz, who had been a lively presence since his introduction. Muniz showed composure beyond his years, sweeping the ball past Sanchez with a calm and clinical finish to seal the 3 points for Fulham in the dying moments of the match. It was a devastating blow for Chelsea, who had thought they were on course for at least a point, only to see the match slip away in the final seconds. Fulham's 2-1 win was thoroughly deserved when looking at the final statistics. The visitors had 52% possession compared to Chelsea's 48% and managed 14 shots, 2 more than their hosts. Fulham's attacking play was lively and direct, with 26 touches in the opposition box, surpassing Chelsea's 20. Their ability to break down Chelsea's defense in the second half and their clinical finishing were key factors in their historic win. Fulham had also been solid defensively, with goalkeeper Leno playing a vital role in keeping the scoreline manageable in the first half. For Chelsea, the defeat was a bitter disappointment. Despite taking the lead early and controlling large portions of the game, they were unable to hold on to their advantage. Their inability to manage the game as they sat deeper in the second half allowed Fulham to gain confidence and ultimately capitalize on defensive mistakes. This was Chelsea's first league loss since their 2-1 defeat to Liverpool on October 20, and it highlighted some of the issues that still plague the team, particularly in terms of consistency and managing games when in front. The loss to Fulham also raised questions about Chelsea's depth and mental resilience. While they have a talented squad, the Blues struggled to break down Fulham's defense in the second half and failed to keep their lead intact. This result leaves Chelsea with much to ponder as they aim to regain their momentum and stay in the title race. The defeat also opened the door for Arsenal, who can now overtake Chelsea with a win against Ipswich Town on Friday. On the other hand, Fulham's victory was a significant milestone for the club and manager Marco Silva. After a strong start to the season, Fulham had hit a bit of a rough patch, but this win will surely reinvigorate their squad and boost their morale. With 28 points from 18 games, they now sit in 8th place, just outside the European spots, and will look to build on this result as they continue their push for a top-half finish. Overall, it was a night of high drama at Stamford Bridge, with Fulham emerging as the unlikely heroes. The win not only dented Chelsea's title hopes but also reaffirmed the unpredictable nature of the Premier League. For Chelsea, it was a painful reminder of how quickly fortunes can change in football, while Fulham will take immense pride in their historic victory and the manner in which they fought back to claim all 3 points.